in the first hearing, where we were trying to figure out who had handled the tapes, who might have been able to explain why they were missing, the White House was presenting witnesses, and one of them was Rosemary Woods, because she had handled the tapes. And I felt by that time there were 3 of us. Jim Neal had returned to Nashville to tend his private practice with a promise that he would come back if we succeeded in getting an indictment. He would come back in time for the trial. So that left Rick Benveniste and myself, 2 30-year-olds, in charge of this whole thing against the White House. We were known as the Children's March Against the Wicked King. And Rick is a very gregarious, assertive, powerful, persuasive, totally unlike me. I'm organized and thoughtful. We were a great team, but I felt he was taking too many witnesses. I mean, he only had a couple years more experience than me, and I was an equal player here. So I pulled him out of the courtroom and said, I'm taking the next witness, and then we're sharing equally every other witness. The next witness called by Rosemary Woods in the first hearing as a chain of custody witness, not, nothing significant, was Rosemary Woods. So I questioned her, and by amazing foresight, by accident really, I asked her questions like what precautions she had taken not to erase any of the tapes. And she said, I used my head. It's the only thing I had to use. I mean, she was really hostile and nasty to me. And then when the White House announced that there was this 18.5-minute gap and that there was no innocent explanation and that only Rosemary Woods could explain it, I assumed she would stay my witness because she had been my witness the first time, and you don't change witnesses in the middle. Now, Leon Jaworski in his book claims that he actually was behind my questioning her the second time. If he was, I have no knowledge of it. I just prepared from the moment I heard that she was the guilty one. I skipped all of Thanksgiving and spent the weekend reading everything I could possibly read about her past testimony and being prepared. There were no computers, so I had to just get transcripts and underline them and look at them. And so then when she was called as a criminal suspect, I, for the first time in my life, gave the Miranda warnings because she was the suspect in a criminal case.